Hey guys, so today I want to check out the first iOS 7.1 release here from Apple, the iOS 7.1 beta versus Apple's iOS 7.0.4 update, which actually came out like 3 days ago. So I have my 5S here with the latest beta, and then I do have my iPhone 5 here with 7.0.4. So I already made a review checking out iOS 7.1 beta on the 5S, so you probably want to check that out. But let's just check these two devices out, and I'm gonna start off here actually by booting them down and booting them up, because I want to see if we can see any like graphical differences, because there's a lot of minor things that is interesting here about this new 7.1 beta update, which is insanely cool in terms of its speed, performance, and seems like they've fixed so many bug fixes and things. So it's pretty nice actually. I'm not gonna think that much about the speed here, because I mean there's an iPhone 5 versus an 5S, but I want to more look at the graphical things. Now, of course, because I have a white iPhone 5, I'll see the white background. I'm not sure if that's the same case with 7.1, but probably it is if you would have a white version of the 5S, even though it's not even called white, it's some other random color, but hey. But yeah, the main thing is about 7.1 seems to be so many speed improvements. There we go. I think both devices actually I mean, both are dual core devices, I'm pretty sure, so the speed difference there in the beginning is not going to be super big, but let's take a look here. So start off in the settings here, and we just going to go into general here, general, software, 7.0.4, 7.1 here, and I'm just going to go in here so you can see there. Great stuff. So if we start off here by going into accessibility on both these two devices, first thing we can see here in 7.1 is that we do have a use dark keyboard mode. I'm not really sure what this is doing because I don't really see a difference. I don't see the keyboard really get that much darker. It might just be me as well, but let's just enable that and not enable it here, and let's see if we can see any difference. I just want to take it up here first. I mean, maybe a difference. Is there a difference? Maybe a little bit of a difference. I don't see a super huge difference though. And if there's something else that update is doing, then please let me know about that. Bold text. Now the good thing with the 5S or 7.1 beta in general is that you don't have to restart your device. You can just activate bold text, and it's enabled. You can see you already get bold text. You don't have to restart like with 7.0.4, 7.0.3 and earlier versions of iOS 7. So you can see that when I go inside of this app, I mean, it's already enabled. So that's a pretty darn nice update, even though that might not be something that you change every single day. But it's a small little update there, which could be pretty interesting. Maybe for you, maybe. Another little thing there is that you can disable it here. There we go. And also when you disable it, you can see it could take some time here. You might have to go in and out. There we go. Now it is disabled. If you go into text size as well, you have the mode there to enable bold text, which could be interesting. Another little thing here with the 5S, especially the 5S with the latest beta here, is that that you can go into or photos in camera. You have a new mode here to upload burst photos, which is good if you take a lot of pictures and want to upload them to your photo stream, which is a nice little thing there. So let's move on. You can see that the flicker icon here is changed. Here it has like an extra gradient. Here it is like a little bit more clean. It's a small little update. I do appreciate all updates though. Another little thing here, which is pretty big actually, in this new 7.1 beta, is that if we go into the camera on both devices, just disable this, okay. So the first thing that you can see here is that you have a mode here in the 7.1 update of HDR auto, so it will automatically decide if you're going to use HDR mode, which could make your pictures look better, while here on 7.4 I have to manually disable if I want to have it on or off. Same goes with the flash auto on or off, while here it's just like either you have it on or you will have it off. You can see a difference here. Let's see, 120 FPS. I'm not sure why it's saying 120 FPS, but it's not saying it over here, even though I'm using video mode. Oh, slow-mo mode. Oh my god. Oh, so they have enabled... interesting. You can see I don't have the slow-mo mode here in 7.0.4. So it might be a thing there that they removed pretty quick or something, but now it's back. So quick little access to that, which could be good to have, and that's pretty awesome stuff. Another little thing here about this new little update is some new dialogues, some tweaks inside here. You can see that you do have the new Yahoo logo there, and if we change pages here and if we clean this area, you can see that you get no notifications text here versus nothing here, and then we do have no missed notifications, so you can see a little bit of a text there, so you get a little bit more clear about what that page is doing. So pretty simplistic stuff. And what else? Notification center, yeah, I did go over that. And darken colors, yeah, we do have another little thing here when you go inside. Let's see, if you go to accessibility, and then let's go to increase contrast. You have a new mode in here to have darken colors, so if you enable that, and this one as well, you can see here the difference. Mainly the difference here is the bottom page here, which is looking a little bit more badass, I would say, inside of the brand new 7.1 beta updates. You can also see how it looks inside of this little page. Pretty similar. I would say mainly still this update is going to be a lot of bug performance and just speed improvements in general. It just feels like a way quicker operating system, and now with this new little updates, there might also be other things that I have missed and the things that I can go more in depth in another little video. You have some bugs in 7.1, definitely some random bugs here, like if I go into you can hear that it's making the same kind of sound, which is a little bit random on the text tone sound. Let's just compare it here. The old one though, they do work. But if you go into classic here on both it works. But I mean, it's a beta for a reason. It's a beta for a reason, and they'll probably fix a lot of things. The iPad also has a special thing in the video app, I think, with 7.1 beta that you can swipe out to get back to the page, which I'm really not sure why they haven't done it on the iPhone. They might do that in the future, but if you want to see something specific with 7.1 beta and you want me to do more of an in-depth video on, definitely be sure to let me know about that, and we'll definitely be able to check it out. Let's check out if it lags still. Spotlights. Did I already went down? Yes, I have already been doing that, so another thing here as well is if you go into wallpapers and brightness, and let's do it here as well, you can see here that they actually decided to have this little thing here, this at the bottom bar, which is a difference. Might not be super huge difference, but hey, it's still great stuff. See here, do we have the same wallpapers? Yes, they doesn't really seem to have changed that much inside of that page, but there are probably tons of other things inside of this new update that we will notice the more we use it, like the speed. It's the good stuff, and it's a brand new update. So yeah, just a quick look here at the new 7.1 beta versus iOS 7.0.4. Peace out.